daily life. I am a student and my daily life is quite simple. I usually get up early in the morning. After getting up at 6 a.m., I brush my teeth and wash my face. And then, I have my breakfast. I read my lessons and do homework until 10 a.m. I take a rest for about half an hour. At 11 a.m., I take a shower and have lunch. My school starts at 12:15, so I left for school at 12 noon. My school is close to my home, and I go there on foot. At school, I listen to my teacher's explanation and take notes carefully. I have to learn 5 subjects, and I am interested in all of them. During the break time, I talk to my classmates. I tell jokes to my friends and they laugh. Sometimes, I go to the school library and read books. When my school is over at 5:15 p.m., I return home. After taking a shower, I have my dinner. When I am free, I watch television with my parents. At 7 p.m., I do my homework. I normally go to bed at 10 o'clock. Before I go to bed, I pay respects to my parents. 205 words.
What I am going to do next Sunday. I am a student and there will be no school on Sunday. I am going to get up early in the morning as usual. After getting up at 6 a.m., I am going to brush my teeth and wash my face. And then, I am going to have my breakfast, read my lessons and do homework until 10 a.m. At 11 a.m., I am going to take a shower and have lunch. After that, I am going to British Council Library. As I am a part-time student at British Council course, I have got a library member card and I can borrow 5 books a time for 2 weeks. There are different kinds of books such as comics, storybooks, magazines, journals and novels. Before borrowing some books, I am going to choose the books on the bookshelf. When I find the books I like to read, I am going to request the clerk to lend me them. After returning home, I am going to watch television with my parents. At 7 p.m., I am going to do my homework. At 10 o'clock, after paying respects to my parents, I am going to bed. 202 words.
My school. My school is in the downtown area. Most of the students take school buses to get to school. However, I go there on foot as it is very close to my house. It is built of brick, wood and iron. Its color is red and yellow. It is a mixed and 2-shift school. The morning shift is from 6:45 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. The evening shift starts at 12:15 p.m. and ends at 5:15 p.m. On the ground floor, there are an assembly hall, a headmaster's office, and 7 classrooms. On the first floor, there are 8 classrooms and a library. On the second floor, there are a multimedia classroom, a language lab, and 4 classrooms. On the top floor, there are a science laboratory and 5 classrooms. The classrooms are wide, airy, and clean. Our headmaster is really nice and wants us to be brilliant, polite, and outstanding. There are 70 teachers in my school. They are skillful in teaching and kind to us. There are 3,000 students in my school, and all are simple, respectful, and hardworking. Our school is famous for its discipline and results in university entrance exams. It produces many outstanding students every year. So I am proud of being a student here. 206 words.
My favorite season. The rainy season. There are 3 seasons in my country. They are the hot season, the rainy season, and the cold season. The hot season is from March to May. The rainy season starts in June and ends in October. The cold season begins in November and finishes in February. Among them, my favorite season is the rainy season. As we can get a lot of rain in this season, wells, lakes, streams and rivers are full of water, and the paddy fields are covered with water. The farmers plow their fields in the rain to grow crops, and fishermen catch fish easily in creeks and ponds. So there are plenty of fish and vegetables during this season. Most of the people in our country are glad as they can buy food cheaply. Moreover, my country can get a lot of money by selling rice, fish and vegetables to foreign countries. As a young boy, it is full of fun for me to walk in the rain. My friends and I usually play football on the weekends when it rains heavily. I can study my lessons easily as the weather in the rainy season is neither too hot nor too cold. Therefore, I like the rainy season best. 205 words.
My friends. I am a very friendly person, so I have a lot of friends at my school. I make many friends in my neighborhood, too. Most of my friends are as old as I am, but some are older and some are younger. Some friends are smart and hardworking, but some are dull and lazy. All of my friends are not rich. Some of them are very poor, and they have no money to buy snacks. My mother usually put a lot of food in my lunchbox when I go to school. I share some of it to my poor friends. As a smart kid, I understand all of my lessons well, but some of my friends have difficulties in their learning. I always explain them the lessons they do not understand. Sometimes I am ill and absent from school. My friends help me to copy the lessons I have missed. I am interested in both sports and reading, so I play football with some of my friends on the weekends and go to the library with some of my friends in our break time at school. I like all of my friends as they are helpful and kind to me. 202 words.
My house. My house is situated in the downtown area. It is a 2-storied building built of wood and brick. Its roof is made of zinc. It is a grand house. There are 6 rooms in my house. They are 3 bedrooms, 1 living room, 1 dining room, and a kitchen. It has 4 doors and 8 windows to get a lot of light and fresh air. The living room is very spacious, so we can put a settee, a TV set, a bookshelf, and an altar beautifully. In the dining room, there are a broad table and 6 chairs. We have our meals there happily. The kitchen is not very big, but tidy. There is never a mess in my house as my mother keep it neat and clean. There is a garden in front of my house. It is full of colorful flowers. My mother always tries to plant different kinds of flowers and I water them every day. My house is in a quiet and peaceful place, but not very far from my school, the supermarket, and the pagoda. I am very happy to live in my house as it is very pleasant and comfortable. 200 words.
A story. My hobby is reading. I read as many books as I can in my free time. I always try to buy books with my pocket money, so there are a lot of books on my bookshelf. Among them, I like the story books best. I have already read all of them. Most of the stories are very interesting. Some are strange and some give me knowledge. I remember most of the stories I have read. I would like to tell you a story. The story was about a man. His name was Jim. He sailed on a boat to an island with some friends. They ate some coconuts which they found on the beach there, then they went fishing. After that, Jim went for a walk and found a big box between some rocks. He opened it and inside there was a lot of treasure. Jim shouted to his friends, "Come and look at this." At that time a strange animal came and attacked them, because the animal wanted to get the treasure. They fought against him bravely. At last, they could kill him and carried the treasure box onto the boat happily. I enjoyed the story a lot. 200 words.
What the weather is like in my town. My town is in the lower part of our country, so the weather is quite pleasant almost the whole year. Even in the summer, it is not too hot, but the heat is a bit high in the afternoon. We can see white clouds in the blue sky, and people often go to parks, lakes and pagodas in the evening. In the rainy season, it rains a lot sometimes, but the children like us are really happy playing in the rain. We have to carry our raincoats or umbrellas when we go to school. There are rare thunderstorms in my town. In the winter, it is fairly cold and windy in the morning. But it does not snow at all in our town. Our family members get up early and go for a walk. We usually wear sweaters or jackets to go to school. In the afternoon, the weather is very nice and we can study and do homework very well. There is neither heavy rain nor high temperature in this season. In the evening, it becomes cold and starts to wind again. Because of the cold weather, we can have a good sleep in bed at night. 200 words.
My first day at school. I can still remember the experience of my first day at school. At that time, I was a boy of 5 years old. It was a famous private school in our neighborhood. My mother took me to the school, and one of the teachers guided me to the classroom. As I entered the classroom, I felt very shy and nervous, but the teacher who was taking the class was very gentle, polite and friendly. Moreover, she had a motherly smile on her face. She caught hold of my hand and made me sit in the front bench. There are a lot of students in my class. Immediately the boys next to me introduced themselves to me. It was the maths class and I took out a copybook and started to do the sums. Slowly I started getting used to my surroundings. It was really a great experience to have friends in a new school. The school was over by 4:45 p.m. We all ran down the stairs in excitement. I saw my mother waiting for me at the gate. I told her about my experiences in my class. This is one of the memorable days in my life. 203 words.
A visit to an interesting place. During the summer holidays, I visited one of the ancient cities, which is situated in the central part of our country. I went there with my parents and one of my uncles who drove our own car. It is a wonderful and interesting place. There are countless pagodas and temples there. We stayed at a nice and grand hotel. We visited the famous pagodas and historical sites there. I saw a lot of grand and beautiful pagodas, although some were a bit old. We could see sunset from a place near the river. We went to the museum and looked at the statues of the ancient kings and other interesting things. We visited a highland pagoda too. It is not very far from the ancient city. It is very high and, after driving to its foothills, we had to climb up a lot of stairs. We saw some monkeys along the stairs and fed them. They were very familiar with the visitors. There were some temples and buildings on the top, and the view was very pleasant. We were very happy during our stay. We stayed there for 4 days. I enjoyed the visit to this interesting place and would like to visit again. 203 words.